Hari Hari Om Tatsat. Hari Om Tatsat. Jai Guru, Jai Guru, Jai Guru. Shuddho buddho vimuktaha Shruti-shikhara-giram mukhyatat-parya-bhumi. See, you have to increase the bass a little. Shuddho buddho vimuktaha Shruti-shikhara-giram mukhyatat-parya-bhumi Yasmad-jatam samastam Jagadidam amrtat vyapya sarvam stito yaha Yasyam sham shavatarai Suranaravanajai Rakshidam sarvametat Tam bhumanam mukundam Hridigatam amalam Krishnameva prapadye Tam bhumanam mukundam hridigatam amalam Krishnameva prapadye Madhya hridaya kashe sadanandamayo Guruhu udetu satatam samyak Swahatmananda prabodhagaha. Hari 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 Om Tatsat. Jai Guru, Jai Guru. We shall have as usual 3 times joint recitation of the auspicious monosyllable Om. Interlock your fingers and put them on your lap. Sit comfortably erect. Close the eyes. Open the heart and the mouth and join me. Remember, our recitation should be a global one in its effects. Global. Shall we start? Satyam jnanamanandam nityamanakasham paramakasham goshthat pranganalinkanalolam nayasam paramayasam mayakalpitananakaram paramakaram नाथं प्रणमत गोविन्दं परमानन्दं क्ष्मानाथमनाथं प्रणमत गोविन्दं परमानन्दम्. Next. आदित्यस्य गदागदैरहरः संक्षीयते जीवितं व्यापारैर्बहुकार्यभारगुरुभिः कालो न विज्ञायते ज्ञात्वा जन्मजरा विपत्तिमरणं त्रासश्च नोत्पद्यते पीत्वा मोहमयीं प्रमादमदिराम् उन्मत्तभूतं जगत् पीत्वा मोहमयीं प्रमादमदिराम् उन्मत्तभूतं जगत्. निस्तमसि नीरजसि निर्गलितसत्त्वे तेजसि विवेकजुषि भेदमतिशून्ये निर्वचनमानसपदातिगमचिन्त्यम् तत्त्वमसि 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 राजन् तत्त्वमसि 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 राजन्. तरुणारुणकरुणामय विपुलायतनयनं कमलाकुचकलशीधर पुलकीकृतहृदयम् मुरलीरवतरलीकृत मुनिमानसनलिनं मम खेलति मदचेदसि मधुराधरमधरम् मम चेतसि मम खेलति मदचेतसि मधुराधरमधरम्. आयुर्नश्यति पश्यतां प्रतिदिनं क्षयं यौवनं प्रत्यायान्ति गताः पुनर्न दिवसाः कालो जगद्भक्षकः लक्ष्मीस्तोयतरङ्गभङ्गचपला विद्युच्चलं जीवितं तस्मान्मां शरणागतं शरणद त्वं रक्ष रक्षाधुना. तस्मान्मां शरणागतं शरणद त्वं रक्ष रक्षाधुना. Are you able to recite? So do you want me to repeat it again for you? Is it okay? मातर्मेदिनि तातमारुत सखे तेजस्सुबन्धो जला भ्रातर्व्योमनिबद्ध एष भवताम् अन्त्यः प्रणामाञ्जलिः. युष्मत्सङ्गवशोपजातसुकृतस्फुरन्निर्मल ज्ञानापास्तसमस्तमोहमहिमा लीये परब्रह्मणि. युष्मत्सङ्गवशोपजातसुकृत युष्मत्सङ्गवशोपजातसुकृत स्फारस्फुरन्निर्मल ज्ञानापास्तसमस्तमोहमहिमा लीये परब्रह्मणि. किं वानेन धनेन वाजिभिः प्राप्तेन राज्येन किं वा पुत्र मित्र पशुभिः देहेन गेहेन किं ज्ञात्वैदक्षणभङ्गुरं सपदिरे त्याज्यं मनो दूरतः स्वात्मार्थं गुरुवाक्यतो भजमन श्रीपार्वती वल्लभम्. I shall recite it, you will recite with me or follow me. किं वानेन धनेन वाजिकरिभिः
किं वानेन धनेन वाजिकरिभिः
किं वानेन धनेन वाजिकरिभिः
किं वानेन धनेन वाजिकरिभिः
प्राप्तेन राज्येन किं
प्राप्तेन राज्येन किं
किं वा पुत्रकलत्रमित्रपशुभिः
किं वा पुत्रकलत्रमित्रपशुभिः
देहेन गेहेन किं
देहेन गेहेन किं
ज्ञात्वैतद्
ज्ञात्वैतत्
क्षणभङ्गुरं सपदिरे
क्षणभङ्गुरं सपदिरे
त्याज्यं मनो दूरतः
त्याज्यं मनो दूरतः
स्वात्मार्थं गुरुवाक्यतो भजमन
स्वात्मार्थं गुरुवाक्यतो भजमन
श्रीपार्वती वल्लभम्
श्रीपार्वती वल्लभम्
स्वात्मार्थं
स्वात्मार्थं
गुरुवाक्यतो भजमन
गुरुवाक्यतो भजमन
श्रीपार्वती वल्लभम्
श्रीपार्वती वल्लभम्.
Is it all right or once more? हाँ? अच्छा. किं वानेन धनेन वाजिकरिभिः
किं वानेन धनेन वाजिकरिभिः
प्राप्तेन राज्येन किं
प्राप्तेन राज्येन किं
किं वा पुत्रकलत्रमित्रपशुभिः
किं वा पुत्रकलत्रमित्रपशुभिः
देहेन गेहेन किं
देहेन गेहेन किं
ज्ञात्वैतद्
ज्ञात्वैतत्
क्षणभङ्गुरं सपदिरे
क्षणभङ्गुरं सपदिरे
त्याज्यं मनो दूरतः
त्याज्यं मनो दूरतः
स्वात्मार्थं
स्वात्मार्थं
गुरुवाक्यतो भजमन
गुरुवाक्यतो भजमन
श्रीपार्वती वल्लभम्
श्रीपार्वती वल्लभम्.
कान्तारे विजने वने जनपदे
कान्तारे विजने वने जनपदे
सेतौ निरीतौ च वा
सेतौ निरीतौ च वा
चोरैर्वापि
चोरैर्वापि
तथेतरैर्नरवरैः
तथेतरैर्नरवरैः
युक्तो वियुक्तोऽपि वा
युक्तो वियुक्तोऽपि वा
निःस्वः
निःस्वः
स्वस्थतया
स्वस्थतया
सुखेन वसति
सुखेन वसति
ह्याद्रीयमाणो जनैः
ह्याद्रीयमाणो जनैः
क्लिश्नात्येव धनी
क्लिश्नात्येव धनी
सदा कुलमतिः
सदा कुलमतिः
भीतश्च पुत्रादपि
भीतश्च पुत्रादपि
कृष्णात्येव धनी
क्लिश्नात्येव धनी
सदा कुलमतिः
सदा कुलमतिः
भीतश्च पुत्रादपि
भीतश्च पुत्रादपि.
Is it okay? Huh? किं मे जीवनचिन्तया
किं मे जीवनचिन्तया
यदि हरिः विश्वम्भरो जीयते
विश्वम्भरो जीयते
नो चेत्
अर्भगरक्षणाय
कुजयोरग्रे कथं निर्ममे इत्यालोच्य मुहुर्मुहुर्यदुपदे गोपीपदे सत्पदे पादाम्भोजनिषेवणाय सततं कालो मया नीयते Have you got it? Huh? Or okay. Now to sum up everything and ultimately to have the right attitude, one more verse I have added. I think it's altogether about 10. This is a very beautiful verse. I was teaching this in Delhi. There were people from 10 states or so more. Delhi, Haryana, what is the other state? Then UP, Bihar, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Kashmir,
Chennai, Kashmir.
All these people were there. I was so surprised. We have got a cassette also there. This says, may our lives be spent in this manner. In which manner? O lotus-eyed Lord, let our life be constantly spent in joining our palms and bending our head. Kanthena swaragadgadena, with our throat frequently getting choked and the eyes trickling. Nayanenodirna bashpambuna, all the hairs on the body standing on their end. Gatraihi saromodgamaihi. Further, nityam, constantly, tvacharana yugala dhyanamrita swadinam, enjoying the nectar arising from the contemplation on your lotus feet. Asmagam, our life, Sadasiruhaksha, O lotus-eyed Lord, Sadatam, always, Sampadyatam Jividam, let our life be like this. He has put it in a plural form. Do you like it? Huh? Yes. Would you like to be? Baddhenanjalina Nadena shirasa Gatraihi saromodgamaihi Kanthena
कंठेन
स्वरगद्गदेन
स्वरगद्गदेन
नयनेनोदीर्न बाष्पाम्बुना
नयनेनोदीर्णबाष्पाम्बुना
नित्यं
नित्यं
त्वच्चरणारविन्दयुगल
त्वच्चरणारविन्दयुगल
ध्यानामृतास्वादिनां
ध्यानामृतास्वादिनाम्
अस्माकं सरसीरुहाक्ष
सरसीरुहाक्ष
सततं सम्पद्यतां जीवितम्
सम्पद्यतां जीवितम्
सम्पद्यतां जीवितम्
सम्पद्यतां जीवितम्
बद्धेनाञ्जलिना
बद्धेनाञ्जलिना
3 times
बद्धेनाञ्जलिना बद्धेनाञ्जलिना
न तेन शिरसा
न तेन शिरसा न तेन शिरसा न तेन शिरसा
गात्रैः सरोमोद्गमैः
गात्रैः सरोमोद्गमैः गात्रैः सरोमोद्गमैः गात्रैः सरोमोद्गमैः
कण्ठेन स्वरगद्गदेन
कण्ठेन स्वरगद्गदेन कण्ठेन स्वरगद्गदेन कण्ठेन स्वरगद्गदेन
नयनेनोदीर्न
नयनेनोदीर्न
बाष्पाम्बुना
बाष्पाम्बुना
नयनेनोदीर्न बाष्पाम्बुना
नयनेनोदीर्न बाष्पाम्बुना
नित्यं त्वच्चरणारविन्दयुगल
नित्यं त्वच्चरणारविन्दयुगल
ध्यानामृतास्वादिनां
ध्यानामृतास्वादिनाम्
अस्माकम्
अस्माकम्
the 3 times again. We did the first half? Only first line. Kandhena swaragadgadena
कण्ठेन स्वरगद्गदेन कण्ठेन स्वरगद्गदेन कण्ठेन स्वरगद्गदेन
नयनेनोदीर्न बाष्पाम्बुना
नयनेनोदीर्न बाष्पाम्बुना नयनेनोदीर्न बाष्पाम्बुना नयनेनोदीर्न बाष्पाम्बुना.
All of you are reciting very well. I hope everyone does it, isn't it? Lift your hands, whoever is not able to. नित्यं त्वच्चरणारविन्दयुगल
नित्यं त्वच्चरणारविन्दयुगल नित्यं त्वच्चरणारविन्दयुगल नित्यं त्वच्चरणारविन्दयुगल
ध्यानामृतास्वादिनां
ध्यानामृतास्वादिनां ध्यानामृतास्वादिनां ध्यानामृतास्वादिनाम् अस्माकं
सरसीरुहाक्ष सततं सम्पद्यतां जीवितम् अस्माकं
अस्माकं
सरसीरुहाक्ष सततं
सरसीरुहाक्ष सततं सरसीरुहाक्ष सततं सरसीरुहाक्ष सततं
सम्पद्यतां जीवितं
सम्पद्यतां जीवितं सम्पद्यतां जीवितं सम्पद्यतां जीवितं.
Is it okay? Have you got the verse? Huh?
Swadhinam. It is not
One dirgha should be there.
Dirgha should be there. Asmakam sarasiruha.
Oh.
Sarasiruha.
Oh, it should be ra, not la. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Mudhamade, Punarabi Jananam, Punarabi Maranam, Punarabi Janani, Jathare Shayanam, Iha Samsare, Bahudustare, Kripaya pare, pahi murare, bhaja govindam,
bhaja govindam, bhaja govindam, mudhamate.
Rathyakarpada virachita kandha,
rathyakarpata विरचित कंठः
पुण्या पुण्य विवर्जित बंधः
पुण्या पुण्य विवर्जित बंधः
योगी योगी योग नियोजित चित्तो
योगी योग नियोजित चित्तो
योगी योग वियोजित चित्तो
योगी योग नियोजित चित्तो
रमते बालोन्मत्तव देवा
रमते बालोन्मत्तव देवा
भज गोविन्दं
भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं मूढमते.
अर्थमनर्थं भावय नित्यम्
अर्थमनर्थं भावय नित्यं
नास्ति ततः सुख लेशः सत्यम्
नास्ति ततः सुख लेशः सत्यं
नास्ति ततः सुख लेशः सत्यम्
नास्ति ततः सुखलेशः सत्यं
पुत्रादपि धनभाजां भीतिः
पुत्रादपि धनभाजां भीतिः
पुत्रादपि धनभाजां भीतिः
पुत्रादपि धनभाजां भीतिः
सर्वत्रैषा विहिता रीतिः
सर्वत्रैषा विहिता रीतिः
सर्वत्रैषा विहिता रीतिः
सर्वत्रैषा विहिता रीतिः
अर्थमनर्थं भावय नित्यम्
अर्थमनर्थं भावय नित्यं
नास्ति ततः सुखलेशः सत्यम्
नास्ति ततः सुखलेशः सत्यं
पुत्रादपि धनभाजां भीतिः
पुत्रादपि धनभाजां भीतिः
सर्वत्रैषा vihitariti.
Sarvatraisha vihitaritihi.
Bhaja Govindam,
Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Moodhamate.
Artham anartham bhavaya nityam. Nityam, constantly, bhavaya, think about, reflect upon. Artham anartham. Artham means wealth. Anartha means troublesome, dangerous. In Tamil there is a proverb. When you say panam means wealth, even the pona means dead body will open the mouth. Artham anartham bhavaya nityam. Nasti tata sukhalesha satyam. Nasti tata sukhalesha satyam. Nasti, not at all. Tadaha, from that. Even a speck of sukha you don't have. This is the truth. Putradavi dhanabhajam bhidihi. Those people who have fabulous riches, they are even afraid of their own children, their own son. Sarvatraisha, everywhere. Vihitariti. This is the inexorable law, inexorable course everywhere. Understand? Artham anartham bhavaya nityam.
Artham anartham bhavaya nityam.
Nasti tata sukhalesha satyam.
Nasti tata sukhalesha satyam.
Putradapi dhanabhajam bhidi.
Putradapi dhanabhajam bhidi.
Sarvatraisha vihitariti.
Sarvatraisha vihitaritihi.
Bhaja Govindam.
Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Moodhamate.
One more verse I will recite and we shall stop. This is a very good message. Guru Charanam Bhujanarbhara Bhaktaha Samsaradajirat Bhava Muktaha Sendriya Manasa Niyamadevam Drikshasi Nijahridayastham Devam. Guru Charanam Bhuja Nirbhara Bhaktaha. Guru Charanam Bhuja Nirbhara Bhaktaha. Guru Charanam Bhuja Nirbhara Bhaktaha.
Guru Charanam Bhuja Nirbhara Bhaktaha.
Samsarat Ajirat Bhava Muktaha.
Samsarat Ajirat Bhava Muktaha.
Samsarat Ajirat Bhava Muktaha.
Samsarat Ajirat Bhava Muktaha.
Sendriya Manasa Niyamadevam.
Sendriya Manasa Niyamadevam.
Drikshasi Nija Hridayastham Devam.
Drakshasi Nija Hridayastham Devam.
Drikshasi Nija Hridayastham Devam.
Drakshasi Nija Hridayastham Devam.
2 times you recite. Guru Charanam Bhuja Nirbhara Bhaktaha.
Guru Charanam Bhuja Nirbhara Bhaktaha. Guru Charanam Bhuja Nirbhara Bhaktaha.
Samsaradajirat Bhava Muktaha.
Samsaradajirat Bhava Muktaha. Samsaradajirat Bhava Muktaha.
Sendriya Manasa Niyamadevam.
Sendriya Manasa Niyamadevam. Sendriya Manasa Niyamadevam.
Drakshasi nija hridayastham devam.
Drakshasi nija hridayastham devam. Drakshasi nija hridayastham devam.
Guru charanambuja nirbhara bhaktaha. Devoted in full to the lotus feet of the Guru. This is where people are not careful, they are not attentive also. See, everybody has devotion to God, but they don't have exclusive devotion. What is this devotion? It is actually an attitude of the mind. It doesn't consist in puja and all that. It is an attitude, a reliance, a confidence, a total dependence, restfulness. Your mind should be restful on God. Let there be any problem, any need, any difficulty, does not matter. The mind becomes very powerful when it is exclusive. You take a convex lens and show it. The sunrays is spreading all around. Show it. You know what will happen? They all will converge and you will find a dry leaf is burnt. The power of concentration, I don't want to use that word. So it is very, very important. Guru charanambuja nirbhara bhaktaha. That exclusive devotion. Samsarat ajirat bhava muktaha. By this devotion, get liberated from samsara, from worldliness, very fast, before long. Sendriya manasa niyamadevam. Sendriya manasa niyamadevam. Your senses, your mind, what are you supposed to do? Are you to allow them to indulge and behave in any manner they like? Or are you expected to apply some kind of a regulation? Huh? Men and women are living together at home and also outside. Do you think without any regulation anything can be done? We have a public road where to and fro traffic, maybe 1 or 2 lines they are going. Traffic is okay, road is okay. But without regulation, if you drive, what will be the result? So when 2 or more people start living together, there the need for discipline, restraint and regulation arises. So your senses are 5. Mind again is there. There should be no conflict between the mind and the senses. Equally, there should not be any disarray between the mind and the intelligence, then the intelligence and the soul. We must have an integrated personality. Sendriya manasa niyamad evam. By regulating the senses and the mind, thus, you will perceive the Lord seated in your own heart. Where will you see the Lord? You have to see the Lord in your own heart. Guru Bhakti is the one factor which helps you, because no idol will speak, no holy place will speak. If anybody is going to speak, it is a man of realization who has a lot of love, fondness for the people. So from his own mouth you will hear. If you see a person like you, maybe advanced in age, he talks to you very affectionately and tells you this is the truth, you will have something to cling to. Otherwise you can say God, God, God and wander the whole world. God is not going to give you an answer. Even if He gives, how will He give? We want to have a human realization of God. That can be had only when you are humanly instructed by another human being who has what you want to have. So this is very important. Guru charanam bhujanarbhara bhaktaha.
Guru charanam bhujanarbhara bhaktaha.
Samsaradajirat bhava muktaha.
Samsaradajirat bhava muktaha. bhavamuktah
Sendriyamanasaniyamadevам
Sendriyamanasaniyamadevam
Drakshasi nijahridayastham devam
Drakshasi nijahridayastham devam
Gurucharanambuja nirbhara bhaktaha
Gurucharanambuja nirbhara bhaktaha
Samsaradachirat bhavamuktaha
Samsaradachirat bhavamuktaha
Sendriyamanasa niyamadevam
Sendriyamanasa niyamadevam
Drakshasi nijahridayastham devam
Drakshasi nijahridayastham devam
Bhaja Govindam Bhaja Govindam Bhaja Govindam Mudhamate Bhaja Gopalam Bhaja Gopalam Bhaja Gopalam Mudhamate. Tell me now, are you a Mudhavadi or a Buddhamadi? Very good. I think a few more verses are there. It is said that the first 12 verses were composed by Shankara and the others were composed by the disciples. I have taken all the 12 plus some more, but not everything. Now those people who have not got, we will try to mail you. I think 2 installments were given to you, is it not? Now the rest of them will be given to you. You have given your email number, all of you? Then you will be receiving it at least in 2-3 days. I think we were not able to prepare it. There is a lot of work connected with the retreat. Is Nuttuna Ashpena one? Huh? Nuttuna Ashpena.
He was told to come by this time.
Huh? Say Bhaja Govindam. Bhaja Govindam.
Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam,
All.
Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Mudhamate, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Mudhamate, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Mudhamate.
I wanted to teach you one verse. What is that? Nityotsavo bhavet tesham
Nityotsavo bhavet tesham
Nityotsavo bhavet tesham
Nityotsavo bhavet tesham
Nityashrir nityamangalam
Nityashrir nityamangalam
Nityashrir nityamangalam
Nityashrir nityamangalam
Yesham hridistho bhagavan
Yesham hridistho bhagavan
Mangalayatanam harihi
Mangalayatanam harihi.
This is a verse which all of you should learn. Write it on the wall of your houses. Is it anywhere there in our book? Then Yesham hridisto Bhagavan. For whom Bhagavan is in their heart, dwelling in their heart. For them, Nityotsavo bhavet tesham. For them, it is incessant, ceaseless festivity. Not the mela that some temples make on specific days in the year. Nityotsavo bhavet tesham. Nitya Shri, Nitya Mangalam. Constant prosperity, beautiful face. Nectar will start dropping from the eyes everywhere. Yesham hridistho Bhagavan Mangalayatanam Harihi. He is a seat and an abode of Mangala, auspiciousness. That Hari should be installed in your heart. Tell me, what is the trouble for it? You have to decorate your heart. Make it as naked as possible. No decoration. Whatever decoration is there, remove it. Let Lord Hari come and sit in your heart. This is what you should always remember. And your announcement?
Jai Guru. This shloka Swamiji was referring to Nityotsavo. That's part of the ashram evening prayers. So that's also there on our website. And the Nitya Samarpanam book also has it. Plus, in verses for introspection, it's shloka number 21. So if you have to learn it, it's very easy because the audio is there, the meaning is there, and as you can see, the points for introspection are there as well. Okay, Swamiji has now concluded his session on Bhaja Govindam. We are all requesting Swamiji. Earlier in the day, we heard from the participants. We are requesting Swamiji to tell us what were his thoughts on this particular retreat. The format was changed a little bit. What did he feel about all of us and the whole program? After that, we are requesting Nutan Swamiji and Ma for their thoughts and reflections on this retreat.
We in the ashram have had a number of retreats. I think for years we have been having retreats in different ways and styles. And when we go outside also, retreats are there. When Nutan Swamiji goes out, he almost conducts the retreats for a long period, sometimes for a month, 15 days like that. Retreats are not so very common when I go, and Ma also accompanies, but sometimes we also hold. But this time the retreat, I believe, has somehow had a very special impression in my mind. All of you had filled your specific forms, answering the questions, and also mentioning that what is that you expect from the retreat, what is your purpose. I asked for a summary of all these, and I read through many of them. Everywhere I find the question is how to live. The professional people will say how to carry on and become better and better, higher and higher in my profession. Well, whatever question you may say, what does it mean? How to live life, go ahead and pursue the life very effectively. That is the one question for all of you. And this question is repeated by people. I have to tell you, you will be able to live well provided you know what life is. All of you have never thought about life. I have asked this question to several people. What exactly is meant by living and what is life? Swamiji, we haven't thought about it. Unless you know what life is, how can you think of enriching, empowering and elevating it? You are going forward with your body. What exactly is? the crucial factor here, the crucial factor is the inner personality, the mind and the intelligence and the ego. Unless you are able to touch the inner personality, make it stronger, deeper, loftier, reinforce it, deck it, all your performance will never improve. So to improve one's life, to go forward successfully means to touch the mind and make it better. This is where spirituality becomes inevitable. This time our group is very good. We have about eight youngsters here. All of you are educated, well placed in life, in the corporate world, maybe in other aspects also. What is it that you are lacking? I don't think. Your ambition says that I lack. Otherwise, all of you are well born, well bred, and you are well placed also in life. Now, in such a situation, including these 8 youngsters, if all of them are seeking about how to pursue my life, how to be effective, how to be successful, every time when you are acting in any field of life, physically you are active, mentally you will incur some extent of stress and strain. Activity may be physical, but tension and stress are psychological. Every act that you perform, even if you do it very successfully, you may become sleepless because of joy. One sweeper won a lottery ticket, huge lottery ticket. When the news was broken to him in Chennai, he died. In his name, a college has been built there, using that money. So excess of joy is also troublesome. So understand that along with our physical activity and interaction, every day you must have a methodology and a process by virtue of which you have to deal with the stress and strain generated in the mind. Spirituality is solely meant for that. So I am happy and I am also surprised that all of you have the same question. And why is it that you have come to an ashram which is actually an ascetic dwelling place in a remote village of Kerala? So our ashram is very necessary, I believe. All of you have thought it necessary to come here. Why? You are all well placed in your corporate centers. Why should you come here? So we have something to offer to you. That is because all of you have a mind, an intelligence and an ego. We are masters in this. Masters in telling you what is the mind, what is the intelligence, what should be the relationship between the two, how to bring about a harmony, integration between the emotional mind and the rational intelligence, the assertional ego. That knowledge we have. This is spiritual wisdom. I would like you to make it known to your friends and well-wishers and the others. Spirituality means this and this alone. The youngsters particularly, I already mentioned. So I was mentioning about, what is our ashram? All these people have come here asking the same question. How to go ahead in life? Building fulfillment. And to ask this question and hear an answer, they have come to our ashram. So our ashram is certainly quite... So many people have come with this question. This question should be answered by their parents, by their professors, by the corporate world. But the corporate world raises this question. They are not able to deal with the tension and stress of the mind of the workers. So they are conducting one course after the other, importing people from outside. This is what is happening. So we are experts in this area. That is one point. Now that you have attended the retreat, it is different from hearing a lecture. A lecture you hear for about an hour or so. But here, you have left your home, come here, and you have been glued to this place. You have been involved and engrossed here for about 8 days, maybe 9 days. This is something very, very substantial. I did not have an opportunity to have anything like a spiritual retreat as part of my spiritual seeking. I did not have. So this exposure is something very important. Exposure and reception go together. Unless people are there to receive the exposure cannot be given. But after the exposure, the exponent keeps quiet. He has no place. Whatever is exposed to, you must be able to ruminate over the exposure. Go on ruminating and reflecting upon it until it is absorbed and assimilated in your system. It should become part of your functional mind. Once this is done, then you will find you start expressing what you have absorbed naturally and irresistibly in your thoughts, words and deeds. Exposure coupled with reception, rumination and reflection, then assimilation. If the four are done properly, expression will automatically start. How did I start speaking? With no preparation. A village set of people came to me, put 2 benches together and said, tomorrow please address us. We sat on the bench and started speaking. How did I do it? I did not prepare for my talk. It is an expression that naturally came to me. Similarly, when assimilation is done, automatically expression will be there. Now I am asking you, after this retreat exposure, are you absorbing what is heard? And will you reflect upon it, so much so that it becomes part of your psycho-intellectual personality. Once it becomes part of it, automatically you will start expressing the benefits. Understand this very well. So what I have to tell you is, you have been exposed well. From feedback we understand it. We have done also well. Now, will you reflect over it and assimilate? And when can we expect a proper expression? So cherish this occasion and then pursue it earnestly. Keep in touch with us. We have a number of books. We have a magazine also. Everybody should read the magazine. I am writing on Science of Inner Redemption in Vichara Setu. It is an article which is of a very, very lofty level. Can human intelligence be so superb, so exalted? Can it be so thorough? Before our Indian intelligence, nothing in this world can stand. Not even Chandrayaan and the rest. Nothing. The manner in which Vasishtha discusses, Rama responds. Every time I write nowadays, I feel the subject is over, but sage Vasishtha doesn't leave it. He wants Sri Rama to get stabilized on the exposure. So he discusses the subject further and further with as much colorful variety as possible. Rama left to himself would not be able to introspect like that. So sage Vasishtha is providing the introspection. That is what we have done here. Left to yourself, you will not be able to think so much. So we are thinking and making you think in the whole process. Cherish it, remember it, reflect upon it, get enriched, empowered and enlightened. Keep in touch with us. Read the books we have, the magazine certainly you should read, and whatever questions or otherwise you have, tell us, write to us, we are replying. We started numbering the letters I was writing a few years back, 2 or 3, I don't know when. Now it has gone to thousands of letters. Sometimes I write small letters, sometimes a little big also. 2 pages, 3 pages, A4 sheets, sometimes 4 also. I give subtitles also whenever the letter is long. So that is very, very important. Correspondence is very important in our ashram. Everyone who writes is given a reply, and the reply I always want to write in such a manner that the recipient will have something to think and reflect upon. Recently, a child was born in Bangalore. The grandfather was telling me, please give a message. So I did not give it immediately. Yesterday or so I wrote the message. That message will be 1 paragraph or a little more. But there will be some substance for you to think about. In the upbringing of a child, what should be the attitude of the parents? What should they bring about in the growing child? How? So this is the way I write, so you can keep in touch. I mentally embrace all of you and bless you so that you will have a very specific and effective introspectional life. Introspectional, thoughtful life. That is very important. The rest will follow. Have sufficient health and reasonably long life. Okay.
Nuthan Swamiji.
थोड़ा सा while taking dinner I was asking Namrata saying, we are generally speaking, what do I have to speak? I don't have anything to speak. So Ma did not tell me anything. So, I don't have anything to speak. As Swamiji said, that retreat always is part of my visit to any place. So retreat is very common with me. I started with it when the Jamshedpur center was formed, given the Jamshedpur atmosphere and all the scope of a very secluded life, not like a big city. Our accommodation also is less. So generally, I would prefer such retreats to be held with a few people, not very large number, so that we can spend the full time properly as we want. And that is how we started the Jamshedpur retreat, about 10 to 12, maximum 15 people each time, I believe. Maximum 15 or maybe 17 also. Once or twice we had taken a place in the opposite house, because in Jamshedpur the accommodation is very limited. In the opposite house there was a sick resident over there. They gave us the whole first floor. So the first retreat in Jamshedpur we held it for 5 weeks. Then for 4 weeks, I don't know whether the last ones, did we come down to 2 weeks or 3? 2 weeks. And Delhi we made a concession that because all people are working and they will have to attend, so we said well, it will be for 2 weeks and then reduced it to 10 days. Malaysia we made further concession for 5 days. So after taking 5 days retreat, in Malaysia, we felt that was not bad. Seeing the feedback and all, it appeared to be quite good. So, where did we? In Delhi this time we took for 5 days, I think. 5 or 7 days. That's the shortest. So, every time we take, it is a wholesome immersion. That, as I always say, that in absorbing this knowledge, there are two things. One is the receptivity, another is the retentivity. Receptivity is there if you have interest and if you have humility. Humility is very important, otherwise mind will always bring up against logic and all it, the knowledge will not be absorbed. So our buddhi, when it is humble, it can receive the knowledge given. And the problem is that when we listen to the lecture for 1 hour or so and then come out of the hall, before we come out of the hall, all the chit-chat starts in the hall itself. When Swamiji is distributing prasada, we used to feel that, sometimes announced also, that what is this? It has just got over. And immediately all the office and house and children's education and children's foreign tour and all those things used to come up right there when the pranama is going on. So always I had an idea that it has to be a full immersion, like people should not be allowed to go back home. Those days mobile was not so much of a disturbance, but now even if they stay also, the mobile accompanies us. So often we thought that should we ask them to deposit the mobile. So we felt that will be too harsh, nobody will be able to attend the retreat. Then let whatever benefit can go, let it go at least. But in Delhi, I remember in workshop for 2 days, Swamiji had made them to deposit the mobiles. No? Swamiji, it was a workshop where all 3 of us were there. So after receiving the receptivity, next is the retentivity, that is dhruti, as Swamiji just now mentioned. Whatever knowledge the buddhi has received, to retain it, it needs a constant association with the same things, whatever is exposed, either through lectures or through book reading or through some practice, that unless that atmosphere is created, climate is created, whatever the buddhi has received, it will simply fall off like leaky vessel. By the time we go out, it will fall off. So we always wanted that retentivity also can be cultivated if we can keep them locked in for a longer period. And here, the first retreat we had here with all 3 of us, that was the 3 months, no? 3.5 months or so. No, 3 months. Where Chinky and the first one was 3 months. Generally people go for studies for 2 years, 1 year. In other ashrams also it is like that. We never had it like that, but the 3 months we had. 2010. So that to retain the knowledge, to have enough of dhruti, that dhruti will not be there unless our interest remains alive. To face the same world, going back again in the same professional and household interactions, it is not easy to keep the climate where the retentivity will be working. So we need a regular practice, regular association, at least through online or otherwise, to practice. That is very important to keep that knowledge. So that way, this Gurupoornima retreats have been good, but it was not like retreat earlier, because the Gurupoornima retreat will be the day following the Gurupoornima, then perhaps for 5-6 days, then the later part of it, the last 3 days or so, will entirely go for packing rice, and throughout that, after that will be the Dana Satra. There our logic was that we want all the participants to participate in Dana Satra also, and everybody used to like it. That is also fine. But the retreat did not have the retreat atmosphere, because every day people will have so many work to be done, so many things to be done, so much of involvement, that this kind of a peaceful setting for absorbing knowledge or even chanting and all, it was not there. It started actually from the COVID period, we can say, online. We don't know what all happened in the other cases. But last year was the first retreat where we planned and we segregated it from the Gurupoornima. That many people want to come and attend Gurupoornima. They would not stay for the entire retreat. So they will start leaving from the second, third day of the retreat. Some will again come back for the Dana Satra on the last fifth or sixth day. So it was a very disturbed setting, and nobody would come with the full orientation that way. So we segregated it, that let the people who only come for Gurupoornima, they go back, and then only the retreat participants will arrive, and we will not allow anybody to go. Those who are selected as retreat participants, we won't allow them to go at all, attending part of it. They have to be there full, and the orientation will be the previous day, and just after even today night also we would not allow people to leave. That also disturbs. So they can leave only. We had clearly written that on 15th only you can leave. So naturally it will have its bearing on how things are going on, because this kind of a very peaceful atmosphere, not peaceful, just a charged atmosphere of absorbing the knowledge through various means, through understanding, analyzing, emotional, devotional aspects, everything, to have a full wholesome absorption. Only one thing was missing, that nobody had any opportunity to go around and walk. So today we were discussing about it, how to make the routine so that is also possible. The time doesn't allow. This time it was packed. Nothing else could be done. But that is also part of it, that partly if you at least go around and see where the ashram is, what is on the hilltop, what is on, it's a nice place, and that opens up our mind also. That the absorption is more facilitated by that kind of an exposure to the nature. Even I think you have not been acquainted with our cats and kittens. Generally that is also done. Not formally, but otherwise. The peacocks, the squirrels and all. Some photos I have seen today. Earlier we had our squirrels, birds and many things. Now we don't have them. So that way it was very good that I think whatever was planned for, that has been more than satisfied. What do you say, Namrata? Because we are the planners of this, and how many people we will take, how many people will be, we had to reject some people, otherwise how can we have it? So some sort of a selection process we would have generally.
I think that's Swamiji, all of you have to say.
I would say that it has been very much successful, because any program, or any class, it does not depend on us, really speaking. It depends on the participants. Unless we are not lecturers, that we have this lecturer we would speak, or we have this Upanishad we will teach that. It's not like that. We say whatever comes out of our mouth, and whatever comes out, it depends on the people and their attitude, the ambience created by them, whatever comes out. So if any lecture when we give, we feel good about we are the first listeners, whatever is coming out of the mouth, we are hearing it first. And if it is something good and the truth comes out clearly through what we are speaking, then we are the first enjoyer of that. And we feel very satisfied that the truth has been expressed in a clear manner. Otherwise, knowing also, we will not be able to express properly. If there are many cross currents inside, then automatically we'll find that you are not feeling comfortable in expressing whatever we want. So this, I think all three of us felt very good about the program. So for that the credit goes to the participants more. And on our side we have been able to do it better because of more assistance. All of you should know that we have very little assistance. The amount of work of different kinds we have to do. It is not easy. Not easy, na? We don't have time. It is easy, but we don't have time to do all these things. So we need some good assistant. This time, fortunately, Sita came and she had been of great help for us. Right from the time of making the outreach material, the cards, Gurupoornima cards, the Gurupoornima flyers, then preparation of all the notices to be put in different guest houses or in the public toilets and all, and also this finally handout preparation and all that. We have Namrata and Miru. Namrata is so busy always that I have a fear in speaking. Not I, all of us have fear in telling her something, because immediately her face will become very hard and we know that we have made her agitated. So better not to speak, do it ourselves. But sometimes we have to ask, but what can be done? She is overloaded with that. Miru had been helping me to some extent, but she also has become a kitchen lady of late. So this kind of help is less. Then Sheta became the kitchen lady to release Miru to some extent. Not fully, but to some extent. And Sita's coming has been really that way very beneficial, because all these things, and it has to be the way it has been done. I think all of you have seen the notices and everything put. If it is done in a very good standard manner, in a neat, elegant and good level of work, then that pleases us maximum. We are happy if somebody does it without our interference. We are only giving suggestions. She may be bringing it first. I would say that change this, change that, make it more spacious, or change the font size, change the font, change the color. All these things we will just suggest. It doesn't take much time. With that, if they are able to catch what we want, if they understand what we like, then when we see the final product, it is really very fulfilling, and we feel a lot of relief through that. That is the main thing. We may say do this way, that way, but if it is not done in that way, we may not say anything, but it creates it doesn't give that much of fulfillment. So this time, right from the beginning, preparation and all, and Ma has suddenly, after the hemorrhage she had about 4 or 5 years ago. So initially she had to be kept in the not refrigerator, in the freezer. So throughout the day I used to say that Ma is locked in the cave. So she had a cave life for 2 years almost. More than that, maybe 4 years. I don't remember date and all. So when she came out of the cave, she became very active suddenly. So running, going here, going there, taking interest in that. During the cave life, she had hospital life also. This time the hospital life was in Aster Medcity in Cochin. That's a very good, very not posh, it is a very good managed, very well managed hospital. So I think that helped her to generate some, this way also can be done. There all the rooms, is it from there, Ma? So from Aster it came, the ideas came to Ma and she wanted to implement here. So our whole workforce had to undergo a great change, like corporate change. Every day they would be lectured by Ma, and finally everything was charted. I used to say that all the charts will come up and no work will be done, because the supervisor throughout the day will look into the chart. She will not see what people are doing and not. So, but it really made everything very well arranged. And the workers are also happy because earlier they would not see any of us much. So Ma was with them, going to all the places, visiting all the places, and along with Ma, our Brahmacharini team are also there. So it was for them it was a very joyous atmosphere, and for me it was a great relief that I was absolutely left alone without any work. So that way the retreat comes up at the culmination, but lot of work had been going on behind it, some direct to the retreat, some without direction also for the ashram itself. Everything has got much more orderly, much more discipline. People at least know what is my work. So that way great changes have taken place even in our staff section also, whatever irregularities and all. I think we are Swamiji used to say that good people will come, ashram also will become better. So I think one phase has gone and we are in a much better shape that way, which has been expressed through the retreat also, perhaps. So only now it depends on how better we can propagate it, and propagate means how the influence can be spread further. For that, those who are getting exposed and getting the benefit of it, if we get benefited and don't tell anybody else, then I would say that we are very selfish, self-centered at least. That whenever we feel that I am greatly benefited, it is, should I not try the people I know, they also should be benefited. Suppose this Niladi had not told you anything about it, had she not on her own taken the initiative of having the satsangs and all of you would not have turned up here. So it is our duty, and all the centers, CIRDs, etc., whatever Swamiji has established, they are meant to do for the society, not just for personal. Personal sadhana, people will grow by their own reading, meditation, thinking, everything, but they will also grow by working for the social cause through the centers. That's a much greater progress takes place, because you are working for others and the mind suddenly expands through that, if you can take it properly. So that way we depend on the people who come here and get exposed, how they will take it to the other people, to the larger circle of the society, to spread the knowledge. As far as we are concerned, we will try to do our best. Others will have to do their part. If they don't do, we cannot do anything. Okay. Mark can speak.
Shall I start? So when we were taking dinner, Swamiji was asking till when he is supposed to take the Bhaja Govindam. And Namrata came hurriedly and told me that she has to hurriedly come and take dinner and come back here. So she told me that, please decide how long Swamiji will speak. So I felt that every day it is 8 to 9:30, so Swamiji can take half of it, and then Swamiji can give the concluding lecture, and whatever little time is there, Nathan Swamiji and I will speak. Nathan Swamiji always is a very vairagi person, so though he vairagi, and though he did not attend the Bhaja Govindam, he became most vairagi at that time and said that I will only tell 2-3 sentences. And after that you can speak. So I said, why I first? No, why I should end? You can end it also. He said, no, I have nothing to say. So I will say only 3 sentences. So I said, okay, because you have given the handout also, I don't think you have much more to say. But for us actually, always, I think we always speak from the heart. At that moment, what we feel, we speak. So I am also speaking whatever comes to my mind at this time. I think in my class also I told that for any speaker, the best comes out when the listeners, they are very good. So I think for this retreat, we found the students very, very eager, with lot of yearning to learn, and there was a lot of cohesion and harmony. Everybody was like that. So I think that brought out, at least I can say for myself, very naturally what had to be told. And that gives a lot of satisfaction also. As all of you have said in your feedback, that the whole thing was very, very, very beneficial for you, and you are all, I think most of you who spoke have said that you are going with some commitment. I think that gives a lot of happiness and encouragement when we find that those whom we are teaching, they have some commitment. And they say, even if you cannot do 100%, but at least at this moment you are feeling that we will be pursuing this, and we will be, we'll try to come back as an improved person, somebody said. And I'm very sure all of you will do it. I have that feeling in my mind. At least remember me and do it. That I feel you should not make me feel that you did not try and do. And what is this? This is a very simple thing. It's a pursuit which will make our life better and give us such joy which we won't get from other things. We do not understand that, we do not get permanent joy, or we do not get joy for a long time from the things that we seek. So once we know that there is something in us which can give us greater joy, everlasting joy, I think we should pursue it. And again and again, remember and pursue. I think Swamiji's Bhaja Govindam, taking up Bhaja Govindam had been very good. When Meeru said, Swamiji told me, Meeru is telling me Bhaja Govindam. I said, oh yes, you have never taken Bhaja Govindam, please take Bhaja Govindam. So it was very nice, the shlokas themselves and the manner in which Swamiji chanted. Always from my association, from the very beginning, I've always felt that when Swamiji chants, the words, they come out with their meanings. Even if you don't know Sanskrit, you will get the import of the words. And I found that all of you chant very well. Even in my sessions also, slokas which generally we will be teaching and teaching and teaching, still there won't be a chorus voice. Here the chorus voice was so good, so good. And I was really feeling that how is it possible? And there were not, some slokas were quite difficult also. It's not that slokas were all very easy slokas. And over the days I found that all of you are liking to chant and hear the chanting. That also encouraged us to chant more and teach you. Of course, I have a little feeling that I would have liked to give you the shlokas with meanings as Swamiji was giving, no? Which I could not do, and that for that I am blaming Sanjay. He is very lazy. He should have done, understanding that what Swamiji is doing, I mean, it is for the benefit of every people. I do not fully blame him because he has helped me a lot. But at least this much he could have done. So, 2 days back I gave some shlokas to him to say that at least you prepare a handout. But as you know, those who are working behind the scene, they are working throughout the day and night. So he couldn't do it. But in my mind I am thinking that at least the shlokas that I have taken, I will like to give the shloka and the, if possible, the word meanings and the meaning. Most of them are actually there in verses for introspection. If you go to the website, you will find most of them, maybe not all. So that is the thing. But I feel that what is necessary for anybody who has attended a retreat and have felt that this was necessary for your spiritual growth or to transform yourself to whatever you are, to a better human being. It is not enough to come to a retreat and wait for a retreat. I have heard here and there some people saying, I will never miss a retreat. I'll come back again next retreat. So I was thinking that that is not the attitude. If you have thought that the presence of Swamiji, Noto Swamiji and me has been very molding for you, you should come back again and again. One should. There is lot of difference in listening to a talk, audio, then when you start hearing a video, that becomes better. And there is nothing when you come and start hearing a lecture. You know, if you go to a lecture hall and you see the person and you are listening. More than that is what? Come in the presence. And also not like this. Here, morning to night, you are sitting like this, as a classroom. You did not have much of contact with us, except what we are telling. Maybe few of you who could meet us personally told us a little bit. But it is absolutely essential for any spiritual growth to come near, be in the day-to-day life of the saint, and be in the, because we are in the ashram, I am saying this, we are in the ashram, and see what the ashram is like as such. And then start doing some seva, little bit, not too much. You see, we have got a big workforce, so nobody has to do anything. Earlier, our devotees used to serve food because the Chechi started serving food only last year. Earlier, our devotees only used to serve the food. But then we found that used to cause a disturbance in the way, in this retreat and all, because some will be always in the kitchen and they would miss everything. And otherwise also, during the year, it happens that sometimes there are a lot of day visitors, but there is no devotee to serve. So then also we get into trouble. So anyway, we found that they are also very eager, and we also started asking them whether they can work. Can you imagine? They come in the morning, they do the work, then they come in the night also and they serve food. So that joy, some people who used to get a lot of joy serving food in the Annakshetra, they say that, oh, we are not having that joy anymore. But there are so many things to do. I always feel that to be in the presence and bask in that presence, to be drenched in that presence, in the spiritual atmosphere of this ashram, with a nature which is in abundance, including peacocks and squirrels and butterflies. Our Pranati very often sends us photos of butterflies. So you can understand, our interest is even up to butterfly. If she will put, we have got an ashramite group, a few of us, she will post a butterfly's picture. And always, oh, so beautiful, so beautiful. So we get joy in that also. So to be there. So I feel that all of you should come in between. And Yashika has said, and I think she will do it, that suddenly we will find that we are getting a message. Namrata will tell us that all of them are coming. And all of you, I'm telling that don't wait. Whenever you get time, for a few days, just come and be here and be in this. And whatever we have learned, I was really appreciating Nuthan Swamiji's handout. I feel that everything is told in that. If anybody really, with a lot of sincerity, pursues that, understanding it, one will be always, anchored in the self, anchored in the divine. So, along with that, I feel this chanting of the slokas, which have been taught here, I have taken, Swamiji has taken. Some of them, you learn them. Learn and chant them whenever your mind is free. Even the handout, all the sentences you may not remember. But the poetry in the slokas that you can remember, and while chanting, you should, Swamiji had told me that rub your personality with the words and rejoice in the words, absorb the words, and how much you rejoice and how much you absorb will depend on your sincerity. How much sincere you are and you understand that chanting them and, understanding the meaning, going deep into the meaning and getting absorbed in them, how much you do it. That is the most effective sadhana, Swamiji had said. So I think that also you must do. We sannyasins, we always, everybody becomes our own. Whether one comes for 1 hour and spend some time, maybe will not see that person after even in 2-3 years. But whoever comes to us, whether they are devotees, seekers, villagers, help seekers, we feel an identity with them. See, the other day, one potmaker lady came. It seems she came saying that her husband had some problem in the leg, and the leg is, the medical college has said that the leg has to be amputated, and it cannot be done in Trishur Medical College. She has to go to Calicut. And ambulance is necessary, so she has no money. She has come here. Somebody told her to come, and she also gave an introduction saying that long back I used to come here and sell pots, flower pots. So then I remember, I could identify. But it's a long time that she has not come also. So I first met her, then could not decide what should be done. Then Swamiji, I called Swamiji, he came down below in front of the reception and helped with some amount of money. Why I am saying this, she took the money, went away. I was asking Krishna, do you know anything whether the husband had been taken to Calicut or not? I asked Pranati also one day, but we did not know. Then at that time, they were there. Dr. Jyoti, Neela, your student, Dr. Jyoti from Karnal, she was here. Yashveer, he is also a doctor. He's from Pune, he was here. So both of them tried, especially Yashbir started calling some friends who would know this medical college in Calicut, and found out somebody. So that doctor's number was also got. So these things were going on. But after the lady went, we don't know anything about her. But so many times the mind thinks that what happened? Did he become better? Was the surgery done? So the other day she had come again, saying that now they have not done the surgery. They have sent him back again to medical college here. So why I am saying this is that a help seeker has come and gone away. It's nothing to do with us. If we can help, we help. And whatever help we can we can give. But they remain in the mind. So not only devotee and seekers, whoever comes to us, I think I was telling that point. So you will be always in our minds, your welfare, and will feel that you should be happy in your lives. All that trouble you, any kind of constriction, any kind of desire which remains unfulfilled, and you become anxious or tense about it, any problem in life, all that, let it be settled. So that kind of a feeling we will always have. You will leave, most of you will leave tomorrow. So I always feel that whoever comes, I tell them also that consider this to be your home. So you should come back to your home again and again. You have your own homes, you have your relatives and friends, but understand that here there is a set of people who love you unconditionally, without any condition, without expecting anything. Even if you do not pursue this path, it's okay. Still we love you. That is what is our mind. And so tomorrow it will be, all of you will be gone, and will be slowly by 16th or 17th we will be again in our routine. And new set of people are all writing to us, they want to come. So like this, ashram life is like this. Constantly people are coming, going. Some people come quite often, some come once in a year, and our life goes on. As Bhoomananda Swamiji was saying, that to arrange these programs, we have to work a lot. And for Gurupoornima, I think I also mentioned that earlier the people who were helping us, our Trishul devotees mainly, and some from Bangalore and all, they are not able to come, Coimbatore, Bangalore, etc. So from last year onwards, we are finding that somehow we are jumping around and making this big Gurupoornima program possible. Many of the systems have been made. Our workers, as Bhoomananda Swamiji was saying, that things are going on in a very orderly manner, but there is sometimes we become physically very tired. So this time we asked some of our devotees from Malaysia to come earlier, Suresh to come from Bangalore. There is one Vijay who also came from Bangalore, Ashwini came, then who else came? First thing is Janaki and Jairam. I called them and said, please come, because they are a little experienced, because they came last year. So like this, we were having a lot of discussions and all that. But it was a lot of strain. So hearing that, our small girls, they said that, please call us next time, we will come earlier and we'll help you. So are you still thinking like that? And where is Sneha gone? Where is your list? So will you go away? You are supposed to leave right early in the morning. So please give the list to Namrata and go, because we are depending on you. So many had raised your hands, and I hope that even for the retreat also, we have to do a lot of work. So I think we will get a lot of help next year. And with that, I feel that all of us should have this prayer, and that is our concern about Swamiji's health. And we should pray that Swamiji's health remains all right, and he should be with us. And disseminating like this with so much of power, even at this age, 90 years of age, how he teaches us, that is nowhere to be found. Myself and Namrata, we sometimes talk and we say that we are not interested in becoming a very big ashram. You know why? In all big ashrams, you cannot approach the sannyasins or the gurus. You won't find time with them. And so we want to remain very small, and not too small, maybe it has become big from the time it had started. But we would always like to have contact with our devotees, to be able to talk. No, I'm not talking about the big number of people, number of activities. Even now when the activities become too much, I keep on saying, Swamiji, let us reduce the activities. But we would like to remain to that size where we are able to talk to people. See, even now, you know that even I was having classes up to nearly 5:30, but all the new people, most of them I have met. Whom I have not met, I am calculating in my mind how I will meet them before they leave tomorrow. Even 10 minutes, we should be able to meet and talk to them. So that has been, whoever comes, we try to meet them. So, and think that is what is essential in one's life, that you become, and I think that everybody feels very free also to express themselves with us in our front. What to say? Lot of love, and with lot of love we are allowing you to go to come back, you know. In Malayalam we say poite varam, that we go and come. So go and come. Okay. And I think about everything you have said, all of you have said, whatever you have said, this feedback was very, very nice. Only one thing I feel that we could not do, the time, I don't know how, we planned a lot. But Brahmachari's introduction, and they could have said something. That did not happen. That was very much, it would have been very nice to hear. We planned a lot. You know, we are, I don't want to say we are very, very busy, very, very busy. It's not like that. We are. But the amount of work which comes up and the number of people that we are, many times we'll discuss, you know, we'll write in our group, there is a meeting, please come for the meeting. So we'll get together and have a meeting, and then we'll discuss many things, and then we forget to convey whatever has been told. The other day, when Swamiji's birthday, before the birthday and Gurupoornima day, the previous day, there is a lot of work. Cooks come, so the Annakshatra becomes very busy. Then all the guest houses have to be set up. Then many other things. Vegetables will come, this will come, that will come. So the chechis are working here throughout the day. And we say that don't go home, take food here. And that is a joy also to feed them, because cooks have come, good things are being prepared. And the men workers also should come and take food here. All that has been decided. Annakshatra has been told, these many number, X's. Forgot to tell the chechis and the workers. So like this happens. Yesterday, you know, everybody had come except our Krishnarag. We forgot to tell him that for some time we will relieve you and you please come and see. And he is so much connected to all the workers. And everybody likes him very much. I think he was the one who had flowers. All the flowers that they were putting up. He ordered them, he got them also, and not only that, in their songs also he had done a lot of help he had done to them. We forgot to tell him. Neither they have told, nor we have told. And poor thing, he cannot come away from the reception unless we give some substitute for a little while. He cannot come. So at the end of this thing, Namrata suddenly realized it, sent Lakshminarayan down that you go and replace him and ask him to come. I think by that time he was very, very sad. So he said that no, it's nearly getting over. If I came, I would have liked to come in the beginning. So we heard that. So soon after I went down to tell him that how sad I'm feeling. Before that I found that Nathu Swamiji has already gone there and told. But these things, happens. Okay.